So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the formula on how to solve this very common issue in the e-commerce and dropshipping world, which is you're getting loads of traffic to your website, but nobody's converting. You're not getting anybody to add to carts. You're not getting anybody to check out. You're just getting loads of traffic, but nothing from that traffic. Now, the way I fix this problem is with a three-step formula, which is number one, identifying the problem. Number two, if that problem is your website, how to make sure your website is optimized for conversion, or if it's your traffic, how to make sure that traffic you're driving to your website is relevant to your product and your niche. So that's the three-step formula I'll be giving you. Now, I won't be giving you the full formula in this video. I will be making it a three-step process. So in today's video, I'll be teaching you how to identify the problem. And then in the next video, it'll be about website optimization. And then in the third video, it'll be about how to make sure the traffic is relevant to your product or your niche. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and you turn post notifications on so you guys are up to date with the full formula so you can solve this problem in your e-commerce or dropshipping business. Now, let's get on with it. So, like I said, the first part is identifying the problem. Now, this is so important, and it's probably the most important part of this process. Now, I see a lot of people, they complain about having this issue, but what they do is they end up making it worse by not actually identifying what the actual problem is. They just assume, okay, it must be my website, and you know what? It's not actually their website that was the issue. It was the traffic they were driving to their website. It just wasn't relevant. So what they end up doing is they end up making the whole process a lot worse because they've not solved the issue. They've made the issue worse by actually turning the thing that was good into making it bad. So guys, like I said, I can't emphasize how important it is to make sure that you identify the exact problem that's causing you to get traffic but no sales. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump straight into my computer so I can show you how to identify the problem. Now, this identification process isn't that hard. It's actually quite simple, but like I said, I will dive into my computer right now so I can show you guys how to do this in your dropshipping, Shopify, or whatever website you're using. You'll have this feature in the analytics so you can solve this issue. So let's get straight into my computer. So you can see I'm in the Shopify dashboard analytics page. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your analytic page, and then you're going to want to make sure that you go to the overview dashboard. Now, it doesn't matter what you've got, whether it's Shopify or WooCommerce, you just want to go to this overview analytic page. Now, you're going to want to change the date to the last 7 days. Now, it depends on when you set the date to whenever you sent the most traffic to your website. So if you've been running ads to your website for the last 2 weeks, then obviously change it to 2 weeks. Or if you've been running ads for your website for the last month, then change it to the last 30 days. So like I said, change this to when you sent the most traffic to your website. That's how you can view the data the most correct. Now, if we scroll down to this part here, which is the most important part, you're going to want to look for your online store conversion rate. Now, this is the first metric you're going to want to look at to find out if this may be the issue. Is it your add to cart page? Is it your checkout page? That's the issue. Now, you can see here it says online store conversion rate 0.87%. Now, you're going to want to make sure that this is 3%. Now, the industry standards is 3 to 4%. So you can see I'm a little bit low there. Now, where it says conversion funnel, it's going to tell you the add to carts, the reach checkout, and the sessions converted. Now, you can see here 9 people added to cart, 4 people reached checkout, 1 person converted. So if we look at the numbers, this is more than the industry standard. So we've got 7%, 3%, and 0.8%. So you can see here that these numbers are fine. They are the industry standards. But here it's dropped a little bit. Now, this is going to be lower than the industry standards normally, but from 9 sessions converted, I'm pretty happy with that. But you really want to try and make sure that this is around 2 to 3%, this number here. So we're just a little bit off. So there could be an issue with the reach. So there could be a problem with the checkout page. That's probably why this number is a little bit low. But if we go to the last 30 days or the last 90 days even, that's a little bit more better. If we scroll down, you can see here that the add to cart is 5%, the reach checkout is 2.9%, and the sessions converted is 5%. So this is still below the industry standard. So this should be 3%. So there may be an issue here. Now, the sessions converted, you can see here, this is really low. So from what I see here, I think there might be a problem with the checkout page. So that's something that I want to look at. But now, this is the most important part of the metrics. Now, if we scroll down and we go to, where is it? Top landing pages here. Can you see here? It says top landing pages. Now, you're going to want to click view report. You're going to want to edit the columns on the right hand side. and then you're going to change it to bounce rate. Now, if you don't know what bounce rate is, bounce rate means, for example, when somebody goes to your website, they go straight off. That's what we call bounce rate. Or for example, if somebody goes to your website and then goes to your product page and they leave straight away when they landed on your product page, that's called bounce rate. So bounce rate will tell you, okay, people are leaving my website straight away, or they're leaving as soon as they go to my product page. That's obviously an issue. If people are bouncing off straight away, then there's an issue, of course. So the percentages that you're looking for, I've wrote here on this blog article, how to improve your bounce rate. Now, I will leave a link in the description below so you guys can see this, so you can look at the numbers and also read this, because I also give you some advice on how to decrease your bounce rate. Now, you can see here, if your bounce rate, so let's have a look. So a very bad bounce rate is 80% plus. A poor bounce rate is 70 to 80%, and an average bounce rate is 50 to 70. So let's work off the averages. So we should be meeting the average at minimum. We are trying to look to get to the excellent rate. Now, 50 to 70%, if we go back to our analytics page, you can see here that my product page is the most important part. So you can see here, they're the two product pages that I've got, and you can see my bounce rate is 87%, which tells me that my product page may be a big issue with my website, because it's going way above the bounce rate standards. Now, obviously your home page will be the most important page if you're doing a one product store. So if you're doing a one product store, that you're gonna wanna make sure that this is the industry standards. But as you can see here, that my product page is an issue, because you can see the bounce rate's way too high. If we look at our checkout page, it's not too bad. You can see here the checkout page is just above the average by 2%, so it's not too bad. So that's telling me that my product page could be the biggest issue on my website. It's either my product page or it's the website traffic. So now I can narrow it down to, okay, it's either my product page or it's the website traffic. Now, your product page could be fine. It might just be the traffic you're sending to it's not relevant. So when people go in there, they're not actually looking for your product, so they're going to bounce. So it's what we call not targeted traffic. Or your product page could just be boring, or it's not really telling the customers why they should be buying, or it just doesn't make the customers interested. So now we've narrowed it down to two things. Is it the website traffic, or is it the product page? Now, in my opinion, it's probably both. But like I said, in the next video, I'm going to teach, no, sorry, in the third video, so not next video, but the video after that, I'm going to be teaching you how to make sure that your website traffic is targeted to your website. Now, if you're running Facebook ads, then of course your relevance score will tell you if it's important. So if your relevance score is low, that's going to be an indicator. But like I said, in the third video, I'll be teaching you how to find out if your traffic is the issue. But in today's video, it's just about how to identify what could potentially be the issue. You're not exactly pinpointing what the issue is. You're just narrowing it down to what could be potentially be the issue. So now in this video, I've shown you, I've narrowed it down to, it's potentially the add to cart page, and it's definitely the product page, and the checkout page isn't too bad. It is 2% over what we're looking for. And you can see here that is so I've actually got that wrong. That was a contact information page, so that's not to worry about too much. But if we look at the actual checkout page here, which I didn't read properly, it's above the industry standard. So it could be my checkout page, and it could be, so yeah, it's definitely my checkout page, and it's my product page. So from reading that, because it is my add to cart page and it is my product page, then that's telling me that it's definitely my product page and my add to cart page that has a big impact on why I'm getting loads of traffic but no sales. So I hope that's helped you guys identify what could potentially be the issue. And in the next video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make sure that your website is optimized for conversion. So where it says, bear me 1 second, where it says here, where it says online store conversion, we're going to make sure in the next video you can get that to 3 to 4%, which is the industry standards. Now, I hope you guys can identify what the problem is with your website or your traffic. And like I said, I'll be making sure that you guys see the 3-part series.